Okay, so the action on radio is what I give to you anytime you see me sitting like this here on Sammy Flex TV. And because I know sometimes you are so busy during the day, you don't even get time to listen to what we do on radio, I have introduced this particular segment called the highlights of Showbiz Agenda. Here what I do is whatever we did on Xylophone 102.1 FM on a special program called Showbiz Agenda, I give you all the highlights. I know you might not have time to listen to all the 3-hour program, so what I do is I come down, call my team, and we say the people would want to hear this, they want to see this, we piece them together for you to enjoy. It is called the highlights of Showbiz Agenda. So today's episode is going to give you one of such, taken from Xylophone FM's Showbiz Agenda. All that you have to do is to sit, relax, enjoy, and still get the moment just as it was live on radio. I did this with my team led by Digital Rasta Currency, Richie Flex, Ya Lapiji, Nana Reagan, and Team Dodu Solomon, aka Chamo, and MC Berima as well. Now you have to relax, and anytime you want to know what is happening on Xylophone FM, this is what you have to do. Subscribe to this channel, Sammy Flex TV, get all the updates, and even if you are not able to listen to what we do on radio, you get a chance to watch it here on Sammy Flex TV later. Enjoy the moment, and you can always share your comments with us here on the show. Enjoy, and let's do more. We out.
Ani eyanokre wapomudin hu hia enunti na ho ahohia sa wobehwe wo husu yi wo brano ne mrai mu odin ameto wo mpofri. Now permit me to introduce you to Green Select Glucometer. Green Select Glucometer from Costless Ventures. Sa fidie kito ya etimimpo ehwe botomi eboa ma wo hunu sugar level abribia. Wona wo diabetes anayare ahodo a emma wo sugar level esote wo brano no. Sa fidie beba wo nkaye baby bia wo bia no wada wo so akohu doctor ntem na wo mo dry betimi ama blood sugar no aye pepepe. With Green Select Blood Glucose Monitoring System, you get your test results in 5 seconds. And you 5 seconds pair now results are ready. And it's suitable for persons of all age. Nane boso die, Call Costless Ventures now on 0205-915-315. Or fry a betcha we are office at Ben Wagana Fana Baby. Now only one DJ. Green Select Glucometer, the best. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
And this is a big deal, no two ways about that. 3 songs in one movie from one artist. Wow. Okay, so in Ghana, there is one guy who understands the movie industry very, very well. His name is Tony Asankuma. He got married not long ago, so I suspect he's still doing the act of impregnating the wife. So he's busy. He doesn't even get time to come on the radio again because he's busy using his waist every evening. Every evening he's using his waist. Tony Asankuma, congratulations, man.
Thank you, one.
Are you done with the job of childbirth or babies making?
I don't know what job exactly that is, but if you are asking about performing my matrimonial duties, then we could.
Brofo keke no adane no matrimonial duties now beso ka brofo keke de be but I'm good Charlie, but how is marriage? You have been in marriage for about 2 months or so. How is it like for you?
It's just over a month now.
I know
it's it's a good feeling for me. I take resolve in the fact that the person I got married to is someone I've known for a very long time. So it's like right now, it just feels like you've moved in, you've gotten a roommate, you know, and like you've gotten a roommate that you can do anything that you want to do with. So yeah, it's a good feeling.
Okay, thank you so much. I know you'll be joining us on the radio very, very soon. But sure. This morning, the discussion has become very important for us to do. And because we know you to be someone who also understands the movie world, we are asking, Shatta Wale's 3 songs, Ayo, Mama Stories, and My Level, they have been featured in a movie called Black Beach movie. Now, what do you know about the movie to start with?
Okay, so I know the movie was partly shot in Ghana. It's a Spanish production company. They came into Ghana, I think, sometime in 2019. They shot locations like Elmina, Suedro, and I think Cape Coast as well. Yes, and it's now been released on Netflix, but it was officially like released in September. Yes, so it's now available on Netflix.
Okay. Now that three songs from Shatta Wale have been featured in the movie, what does it mean to the artist? And maybe from your knowledge in movies, what do you think caused the producers to use 3 songs from one artist?
I think what would influence the choice for those songs is, of course, they shot a greater percentage of the film here in Ghana. Although the story is not set in Ghana, they created a fictional republic, and the scenes in which songs were used was kind of like the president of the republic was throwing a party, and then those songs were playing at certain points in the party with people dancing and having a good time. So I guess maybe what influenced the choice was, of course, you are shooting this film here in Ghana, or this film is getting done in Ghana, although it's not set in Ghana. Let's just have something that would resonate with Ghanaians also as part of the film, and they chose those songs to do that, and it fits those scenes perfectly, if you should ask me. Yeah, but as to how they came to choosing Shatta, of course he's one of the biggest artists from Ghana at the moment. That's true. Of course, they would also want to tap into his audience to fall in love with the film and also go on Netflix and stream the film and also talk about it, because now everyone is basically talking about the film. I'm sure they thought along those lines to make that decision and choose those particular songs because they are big songs. And My Level, if you see the scene where they are playing My Level, everyone is like jamming in the shots. So I think basically it works business wise for the makers of the film as well.
Okay. All right. So to those who are listening to us, in case you've not seen excerpts of the movie, Emeka Okpara is actually giving us even the whole movie. Emeka is virtually giving us the whole movie on our Facebook stream. So in case you've not seen the movie, you just rush to our Facebook page now. We are streaming on Xylophone Media page, not Xylophone FM. Xylophone FM, we still have restrictions on how to do live streaming there because of black restless dongas. So we are on the Xylophone Media page. Okay, so Tony, with your experience once again when it comes to an artist's songs being used to score a movie, do you think this is a fortune for Shatta Wale?
Yeah, I think it would depend on whatever negotiations he had with them to get to give them the right to add the songs to the film. Okay. Basically, how this happens is that when they identify a song they want to use, they reach out to the publishers of the song, and they would pay what they call a fee for synchronization to be able to use the film, to be able to use the songs in the film. Yes, and then there are other negotiations that come out of that. You could negotiate royalties as to how well the film will do. You make some royalties on that, or you could take a one-time fee. Okay. You understand? Okay. And so we do not know exactly what negotiations went into it, basically with Shatta in this particular film. What happens is once they pay the synchronization fee, even if it is 1 second of the song they are using in the film, they are still going to pay what you are due. Okay. So I think Shatta will be the best person to tell us what negotiations went on, how much his publishers are taking for that, and if there's a possibility that he's going to earn some royalties on the film as well. If he's going to earn royalties, then of course, if the film is doing well, then he's making more money.
My producer Facebook data checked him. He had some late night video shoot, so he's still not awake, according to his special assistant. So when he wakes up, whilst we are in the middle of the show, I'm sure he will surely join us. Now, Tony, last question. It seems lately our songs are getting attention from the Hollywood kind of productions. Not long ago, I believe you know the story very well, when Bisakede's song Ase was also used. What is happening? What is the drive around the movie industry as to why they are all turning their attention to our kind of songs for their movie scores?
I believe globally the whole Afrobeats movement is on some ascendancy. Like it's actually going up. You've seen most of the American musicians try to either feature Afrobeats artists or do their own versions of Afrobeats music. So I believe that's also one of the influencing factors that's causing films to, pick songs of that fashion to be in the score. I'm sure a lot more is going to happen. I'm reliably informed that there's another film that was shot here in Ghana, I think 2018, called Boga, which is yet to be released. Well, it has been released and it's doing well on the festival circuit, and it has Sarkodie's song on it.
Oh,
well.
I see.
Yeah. The makers of the film will be speaking at my event, so I'd ask them more details about that when I get a hold of them. But I'm very sure that as time goes on, we are going to be seeing a lot more of these things happening. I think it's a calculated attempt from these production companies to make sure that their films also enter our markets, and also get some attention for themselves in the African film space. Yes, I remember this other film that had Wizkid's song in it, a very big film, I think 2 years ago.
Okay.
That had Wizkid's song. I'm trying to remember the title. It was in the opening shot, and it was big for Wizkid because everyone was talking about it. The moment the film starts, that's the song you hear in it, and it did very well for him. I'm sure a lot more people began to pay attention to his music as well. So I believe that once we keep on putting out good music and get more attention from some of these producers, a lot more Ghanaian music would end up in films.
Now, can someone say this is a Hollywood movie production, or it doesn't get to that level yet?
This is from all indications, this is, like I said, it's from a Spanish production company. If you watch the film, majority of the dialogue is in Spanish.
Yeah.
Okay, even the black characters are speaking Spanish. Even the country that they created, or the fictional republic that they created, it seems the official language is Spanish. So I'm tempted to believe it's a Spanish production that we can't push much under Hollywood. Because Hollywood is American. Yes. So, but because it's being released on Netflix, I believe it has a global appeal. A lot of people are going on Netflix to watch content, and I'm sure Netflix has put it out as an original from them. Definitely they would put some marketing and promotional budgets behind it to enable more people get on the platform to watch it. So of course it would reach more eyeballs globally than an average film would do. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Tony Asankuma. When is your event? Because we would want to follow it up. Hello?
Sorry?
When is your event? We would want to follow up.
Oh, yeah, it's happening this Saturday on Facebook Live. Of course, because of the restrictions and the whole scare with COVID, we thought it wise to go virtual with the event. We were actually preparing towards a live event at the Snap Cinemas, but we had to pull our brakes and then go virtual with the event. So Saturday, 6th February, starting 2 p.m., we are going to go live with the second edition of GH MovieCon.
Okay. All right, no problem. I think after the show we can talk and let's see how best we can also support the GH MovieCon. This is part of us, so we are all going to be involved. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Tony Asankuma is the CEO of ghmoviefreak.com. Now, the good thing is also that our friend Fario Mesa also worked on this production as well. I remember, I think somewhere last year, whilst we were doing our radio thing, he told me, yes, I'll be going to location to do some filming. And he told me the guys are coming from Spain and blah, blah, blah. I never knew it was this movie. So finally, the movie came out. I said, oh, so this was the movie for real. And there's another guy, I've forgotten his name, for real's best friend, Pao. Okay, Jata, get for real. Let's find out how this was also part of their plans. Okay, let me start with Shanton. What do you also think this means to Ghana music industry and the artist in question, Shanton?
I think is good because it's good money for the industry, and it's kind of put, because I can remember I saw a post somewhere about how much it's in a movie exactly. And they pay good money for it because obviously
and the Shatta No too doesn't demand for small money.
Yes, of course. So I'm sure he make good money out of it. I was more excited, in fact, for the movie by this guy Bisakede. I mean, I watched a movie. It's a beautiful movie as well, you know. And but I went to watch it because Bisakede's song is in it. I wanted to see how the song
was used.
Yes, exactly. And it was placed in a very good place whereby the girls, the star actor was dancing and all that. It was really nice, and to Bisakede's song, and it was fun. So I think it's good. It helps us to, as people, believe in ourselves as well, that we could do it. If Bisekede has been able to put a record out that has gotten such attraction, that could affect any other person. But let's not forget, at the point in time, Your Crew was played at unveiling.
The Apple exactly. Apple unveiling.
Yes, and I think 2008, something similar from Africa, whereby Fele's song was played during inauguration, and we also know the Burna Boy song that got itself into the. I think.
And I think there is also a song from. Why do I forget names so easily lately? This Rasta man, Rocky Dawuni. His song was also used for something like that.
Braf also had something like that, right?
Something like that. I don't know if you heard of it.
So basically, I feel the African sound, and I was reading something about it some time ago about the uniqueness of the African sound. So and this boy is also doing a lot of some of those projects. Walasi, Don't Kill Yourself. I mean, that guy is on a level. So I feel very soon we'll have a lot of our songs filling in those spaces, because people want to hear something different. People want to hear something unique, and that's what the African sound provide. And again, as the guy said, the afrobeats thing is picking up and making a lot of sense to a lot of spaces. So obviously, all these things are fitting into the right places. I just hope that we make the right revenues out of it, because one way or the other, and that's what I've always been saying, that if the states, Ghana, is able to support the artistry, that's why I keep saying it's very important that the state Ghana sees the contribution of the creatives, because it's huge. I mean, this one, you can't imagine the number of people who would come to Ghana just because they've seen some of these things happening. I mean, they've seen a song that people are jamming. The number of people would want to find out where Ghana is, where is Shatta Wale. Why? I mean, it has a lot of cascading effect that would affect the state Ghana. But you see, the state Ghana, the management of state Ghana, doesn't seem to understand this cascading effect that has a wider scope and effect on our states, and so they don't want to mine it and help it to thrive. That's what worries me sometimes. But some of these things are very, very important achievements that I'm sure if we were paying money for it, we'll pay a huge amount of money for it
to sell Ghana.
Exactly. But this one, the guy just did a song. The song, he's been paid to do a song to sell Ghana. You get the point? I mean, because he did the content that made sense. It's a reason why I feel there should be some level of seriousness attached to helping the Ghanaian entertainment space to thrive. That's why when we are taking decisions, you see, when they were closing down places, they carelessly closed down the first place to choose to close down is the pub and shows and stuff, because after all, closer and phobia, I mean, that kind of thing. But they're thinking again about touching churches. They're thinking again, and I read Kwe, the former Speaker of Parliament, said that the church should be careful. If they come at them to try and close them, and they try to lobby behind the door like they did last time, they won't mind them. And so it means that they take the church serious, but they forget that what sustains the sense and then the soul of the state is entertainment.
The arts industry.
But they don't. They simply, when they are going at it, they go at it
so easily. I
mean, they don't even think
without thinking about any effect.
They just deal with it. I mean, or 280. They go at us without calculating or even calling some stakeholder. How do you go at this one that it would be able to be helped? They don't.
How do we handle it?
They don't.
They just put out their.
They don't. They think we are fools. Say Jimmy and Jimmy.
Okay.
No, I'm just going back to the point that the creatives are, as Baba Sadiq said some time ago, we're one major exporting commodity in Ghana, and they should begin to take us serious, and they should begin to see the forward movement of Ghana fully depends on how they treat the creatives. The perception people have about Ghana, it is done by the creatives. How people outside, the way the creatives are able to sell Ghana and get people to come here and bring money into this economy is more than what all of them sit in parliament and all that they do. You get the point I'm saying?
Sure.
So they should take us serious.
Thank you so much, Shanton, for starting the discussion for us. So once again, what do you also have to share? I've also gotten information once again from Saviola that a part was also shot in Nima. That is the exact place Shatta Wale stayed in the slum during his hard days. The Fachi has also supplied information to me that Wizkid's Daddy-O was also featured in a Pacific Rim uprising, and that is what you should also know. More information coming up. What can you also tell us? Let's do that under the video on Facebook, Xylophone Media, or better say on Twitter at Xylophone FM1021. Give me a mention, and the hashtag is Showbiz Agenda. Adam, take over. Let me listen to you. What it means to our music industry and the artist involved, in this case, Shatta Wale.
Well, that's right. First of all, I would like to say happy birthday to Emma Efrifa Mankwa.
Okay.
You know,
Emma's birthday is today.
Yeah, wonderful sister. You know, happy birthday.
Let me say happy birthday to NY as well.
Today is NY's birthday.
Yeah. So, Charlie,
today is also legendary.
John Dumelo's birthday?
John Dumelo was yesterday. Legendary gospel artist Yao Sapon.
Yeah, Yao Sapon.
I think today is also his birthday.
Yeah, so Emma is celebrating her birthday with all of them. Big up to her. More blessings for her in the ensuing year and this year as well. For me, I think this movie brings, a lot of, mileage to the Ghana music industry and also the artists who got featured, because if you look at those who played roles in the movie, like the director, Crespo, Esteban Crespo is a renowned movie director globally, and if you look at what the movie has made for itself, getting about 4 nominations in Goya Movie Awards. When you go to Spain, their main national award is known as Goya. So that's the National Movie Awards, and it has about 4 nominations. This awards has been there for like 34 years, 1987.
Wow!
And the first edition was done in March, 16 March 1987. And if you look at the nomination, they have Best Production Supervision, for the awards for 2021.
Okay.
Best Special Effect. If you look at the movie, you can tell for yourself the kind of effect in the movie, and also they are up for the best sound. So it tells you if a movie is up for best sound, it means those who worked on the sound will not just accept anything. They know what
they are looking for,
what it entails when it comes to sound, and they wouldn't take any song. So and also it is up for best art direction. So this alone will also bring a lot of spotlight on the movie in Spain and in other countries, and also among the movie loving world. So I think it is a big mileage for the artist Shatta Wale, and also for the Ghana movie industry. If you look at 2020, I think Shatta Wale had a good international appeal, because most of the times people have said, and some used to, even when the Beam and the Shatta thing was there, they used to tease him that he's a local champion. He's a local champion. I think his breakout from 2020 was so big that it was like he got to the apex. The kind of international appeals and international breakthrough were just rising through the roof.
Yeah.
And it was so big, it's like things do not happen for you. Things do not happen for you. And the time they happen for you, it beats everybody's imagination.
Yeah.
So I think, his team has done well, because some of these things, plugins happen. There could be, like you mentioned, some people within this country or people who are close to Ghana might be working on a thing and they can plug. But if they plug and the product is not good, they will not accept. These are professionals. So it means that they realize that the product which was given to them also has a certain quality. That is why they accepted. So it is also good, and it tells us that we need more plugs. When we have the plugs, it will be easy for us to tap into every area we want to tap in. And it's the plugs which take other Africans to other parts, because it's like they have their people at the right spot. And that is what I'm praying for Ghana, that we need more of these plugs so that our works, because when it comes to the talent, we have it.
Great
and
talent.
the creative at most of the things, because we had independent earlier than most of the people in the sub-region, we moved ahead of them when it comes to movie production and other things. If you look at Afrikiko, Kwame Nkrumah was so
intelligent.
This man, you see the Afrikiko, you can see the thick trees there.
Kwame said the same thing when we went to Akosomo.
You see, he created that thick. You see the kind of trees at Afrikiko.
Yeah.
That was like a forest scene. And the Gamma Films was just at TV3. So when you need a forest scene, you just go and do it at Afrikiko. Then the production is happening at TV3. That is Gamma Films. Then right after then, you move straight to GBC, which is there to go and show, so like the man was so crafted, and
the zoo at Ajiti.
Yeah.
So you can get
you see the Ghana Zoo, formerly the Accra Zoo was around there, the Flagstaff House area. You see, that man's foresight, it wasn't only limited to the creative art, but sports and other facets of the economy. I think if other presidents, other leaders had continued in his blueprints or certain elements within the things he did, we would have moved further. But we always say never let down ever. We still have the opportunity. We have the talent. Our guys have always shown that when given the opportunity, they can do it. So let those in the helm of affairs, through now the creating of the film creative art agency and the creative art bill, which has been passed into law, get the right structures, get the right human resource. People are looking at, I've always said it, people are looking at deputy minister this, but one thing they should be very focused and critical about is the creative art agency, because if you put the wrong people there, they will give you a wrong setup and the system will not run.
Thank you so much. Well spoken, Eden Mesa Chatome. And you also heard it from Shanton, aka Stephen Mesa from Coffee Man's Music. Now, let me also go on the line where Fario Mesa, who is part of us here on Showbiz Agenda, he was part of the production. I know he chopped some good amount of euros out of this production. Fario, good morning.
Good morning, Sammy, and good morning to everyone in the studio.
The euros you chopped from the Black Beach movie, is it finished?
Oh, Sammy, we invested it into something else. And same time we're still waiting for more royalties on that.
You are still waiting for more royalties?
Yeah.
Why were you not paid?
No, I was paid based on the contract being signed. So, I mean, if you could remember when we came down to Ghana to film, because I was part of the special effect crew, the only Ghanaian representative here in Ghana. So we went back to Spain to continue, and I also have a contract with the company in itself, whereby I continue filming every project that comes from them, from that special effect company, which if you could remember, in February last year, I was about flying, but Corona issues and things locked down, and so we called everything off. So, but we're still communicating. Even last week, I'm one of the Ghanaian special effect crew.
Okay. So you were part of the special effects crew.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the same time, handle some few logistics for that.
Okay, great. So do you have an idea how Shatta Wale's 3 songs were featured in there? Because you are a Ghanaian and you were part of the production. We want to know whether maybe you guys were part of the influence or the plugins. Do you have an idea how Shatta's songs got in there?
First of all, I'll say kudos to the Spanish ambassador, Ghana to Spain. They played also a role in it. Because as the rumor around that was flying then, Shatta Wale featured in Beyonce's album and all that, and part of the music album he was launching at that time, and it was being talked about, and he happens to be one of the biggest in the industry as at that time as well. So they are looking at a particular singles or music that could fit those roles and things, and he falls into place so well. So opinion was asked, and before they carried out, and the GT, the Ghana
Tourism Authority,
the Ghana Tourism, but yeah, and despite everything, they also played a vital role in that too. So that's how everything planned out.
I see. Congratulations, because I know since the movie came out, Shatta Wale is getting the attention, and I want Ghanaians to know that you and Zori was the name I was looking for. I know Zori. What was Zori's role as well?
Zori, he happens to be one of the production coordinators.
Oh, okay.
And also a close friend to Priestler.
Oh, yeah. I see. All right. Thank you so much, for real, and congrats to you as well. So since the movie has gotten nominated for award categories like Best Effect, and you also did the effect, what does it mean? Should it win? Are you also going to get some part of the credit?
Yeah, I mean, it being nominated alone too is part of the credit, because we shot Burger here, and Burger 2 is making waves. And I'm happy for the fact that the effort and the time I spent out there in Hollywood, in SA, in Canada, in India, filming on an international base and things, coming back home and giving my input in as much on a demand scale, and giving my little input and stuff like that pays out. So that also tells that the system is working for me.
But there's some name photo somewhere. What is it about?
Oh, it's I wouldn't want to go into that, please. I wouldn't want to talk about it.
You wouldn't want to talk about that?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to,
because I've seen people circling Obinin photo on some wedding frame. Wedding frame photos be like that, and I said, what was Obinin doing there?
That's some section where we played some certain roles that have been played, but those things has to be there because it was Ghana, it was Africa. Some certain pastors and things like that, so it's something I wouldn't want to talk about. Yeah.
All right, I understand. Thank you so much, for real. We'll meet again for another 5. Okay, so I understand it. There are some people who believe that their marriages were made together by God and man. And the man in this case will be their pastors. Therefore, all their photos, they also hang around their pastors. They also hang images of their pastors. So maybe, I'm sure that was what they were trying to portray. But Fario doesn't want to go into detail on that. Koviche, take over. Let me listen to you on this. What it means to our music industry and to King Shatta Wale.
All right. I'll start with Shatta Wale, then I'll move quickly to the music industry.
Good.
Now, so big congratulations to Shatta Wale. is flying higher, and higher. And that's what we expect from artists. Every artist, always wake up and pray that God, let my brand move forward. Now, before your song will even be featured in a movie, there are some few things that they look at. The perfection. And so Shatta Wale's song was able to make it. And so this is huge. Now, movie is not say
credits no.
Top music and credits no. I won't say music and a soundtrack Shatta Wale. And that alone is huge. The Biamaka say match with 3 news. Now so be crowd between the Jeffans.
Sometimes when they are recording the interviews outside, obi betima ko gina camera na chi a make sure so ginamu keke.
Yes.
As why busy
imagine the number of people who jump on Netflix to watch this movie. Look for the people. And so I think that is a plus for him. Now let's focus on how it is going to help the industry.
Okay.
Now I posted a video, and credit goes to City TV, where they had an interview with the communication minister, Honorable Opon Nkrumah, and they asked him about his opinion in regards to the creative arts, and he said that the creative art industry, almost shut down the fans. They have less fans, so they are seeing how best they can get fans to support the creative art. And I was like, yo. There's some education missing there. So they are not even thinking about the structures. They're not even thinking about the system on how they can make sure that, because if you even bring in the fans and there are no structures, no matter, yes, if someone could investors, but $1 billion, say we are giving it to the creative art and industry, the agency, the council, and the system and structures are not employed or are not in place, it will still come back to zero. Now let me narrow it down. Look at how we were all happy as an industry when Bisakede song was featured, and also Shatta Wale and a host of others like you've mentioned. Now there are a lot of composers in the world whose duty are to just compose for music soundtrack, and you have legends like John Williams, Hans Zimmer, Danny Elfman, Bernard Herrmann, and these are few names, and their duty, and they are making a lot of money from movie soundtracks.
Yeah.
And so you started, you look back and see how Bisakede entered in the music industry.
Yeah.
So if you have even good system and structures, Bisakede's focus will even be relying on just movies. And he'll be making
good money.
Yes. And again, grooming young guys. I'm sure there are a lot of talent out there who are storytellers, who can write songs for movie soundtracks. But where are they? Because of our system, most of the talent are shifting into areas that they are not supposed to. And so you notice that almost starting as a movie soundtrack, and I'm not saying Bisakede, but maybe we can relate. Almost starting as a movie soundtrack, and it goes on and on. And I say, and yes, I and Nipano, as soon as I say, son of Basso Tonema, they do maybe I say, or struggle kakra.
Yeah.
Because I did any baby and Hoberton so names are there with him ye and another person ye. And so if can be sacked, they start in the career and yes, kapow, movie soundtrack, your systems and yeah. I'm not sure this will even waste his time to even go and do that different genre. But now the system is forcing him to do certain things that he's not supposed to do. A lot of talents are out there trying to go into genres that they're not supposed to go because our systems are bad. Look at the case study of Dr. Nkrumah and how and I was like, yo, into Nippon or not here to say structured. And it is heartbreaking to see our leaders in Boma. And now, I mean, when Chantal was talking, I say enema ekwanim no your sound na enema ekwanim nti enema ekwanim ta ne che penifo no Dr. Kwame Nkrumah name wa here no aye papa say yen da ye see enema ekwanim no you push answer me.
That's a big question. A question for the gods.
Yes. Because you'll be as Dr. Kwame Nkrumah 1911. Ono kwa to me ya ade a enne yeah say improvisation you see the bia ban yeah to me we can even do it and do it better. But yeah mom no ya ba say no. And when you be on him you see statement. I mean politicians. I mean but it can reflect into the development of the nation. Manusi.
Certain na sa kwa de kan no. I think the inflation zebra for kese kwa na maka. Brian, kasa finally never sideway in see.
Na me dey there so an kitu bi as an artist no. Metimi hu say artist bi anya BBC a ope. Artists be as working hard to get to this level, and for this to go to Shatta Wale, you can know or you can say efatano. Make I say Kobe, but from Beyonce Juma why Majid sending contribute to the fact Senkrofo being who no I get recognized by say oh there's somebody like that we should look into no being Shatta Wale and Majid say we're working to really achieve such a position, and it's a good thing that every artist is working to really achieve. Me seeing it is a big win for me and my industry as well.
Thank you so much, Yao Gray, for this. Kumawood movies are back. It is my prayer that our musicians will also take advantage of this. I understand that when it comes to the Kumawood movies, sometimes getting sound from these guys, they don't even take the right permission to do it. But this time around, they are trying to revive their industry. What our musicians can also do is to start some collaborations with them. That, oh, if you are coming out with a movie and I have a song, go on the terms with them. Let them use your songs in some of their movies. Because I know one of their movies can make your song a hit. Yes. So if you're a musician and you are listening to me, the Kumawood, they are now back on set. They are shooting movies left, right, and center. If you have some songs, you just approach them. Yes, we understand that process. It is not very straight, but just approach them. Drop, oh, you can use this anytime you have a space. Let's see what will happen to your songs. Yes, Adam, our time is up on this.
A quick one. You see, it is for this reason that we need not to take, international collaborations and international featuring on a lighter note. When your man was speaking, Fario, he said that within that period, Shatta had collaborated with Beyonce, and it was a big thing. So, if the plugs pull it, Tally, the people can't say anything because the guy was all over the place. Beyonce was giving him all the international mileage, and that shot him to the sky. So I think we need to be very, very serious with those international moves because they bring a lot of mileage on artists. And big ups to Ghana Tourism Authority too for the role they played. And I think we can get there. We can get there.
All right. Thank you so much. This is still Showbiz Agenda.